What is up, guys? Pizza here, obviously, and today we are back with more Star Trek Conquest. Once again, we are celebrating the build-up to the release of Star Trek Infinite in just a couple weeks. So far, we have wiped the Federation and the Dominion from the board, but that still leaves us the Romulan Empire, the Klingon Empire, and the Breen Confederacy to deal with, especially as we have left much of our territory undefended almost, and our fleets are spread very thin. We have a plan to deal with that, but that's only if we don't get wrecked in the next turn or two. So let's go ahead and get it started.
Destroy them all!
Genesis device detonated.
Oh!
Ships and structures devastated.
The Klingons coming in with the Genesis device.
For the Confederacy.
See if the Breen are going to take advantage of that.
Reports confirm.
Oh,
Fleet commander has been infected.
the Breen are definitely taking advantage of this weakness. Wasting a lot of movement points though, but they are definitely coming in to see what we're doing. The Genesis device, basically what it does is it's one of the strongest weapons you can have in the game because it will wipe out half of your health for all your ships, which is absolutely devastating to try and deal with. Now, I can get a fully healed one right there, but that's really all I can do. I can sweep out and try and knock one of these guys off the board, but it's real risky. Once again, I feel like just moving Dukat back down here so that they can't take Bajor from us is our best move. I think Dukat, once I've got a better lay of the land, is going to be able to push for the Breen as well. Let's go ahead and move Damar up, though. Get Turrel out of there.
Yes. Coordinates locked in.
Yes, coordinates locked in.
And we've got enough that we can build Damar up a nice little fleet of his own to help defend with, and it's not going to be as half destroyed as the other one is, which will definitely help him out a lot. He's going to be the one sitting there, but thankfully it does mean that everybody else gets a chance to breathe for at least half a second. Alright, and the board is set yet again. We're going to have Dukat launch his invasion of Breen space, hopefully draw a little bit of attention away from Damar, and give the Breen a well-deserved punch in the nose for them just hiding up there and launching virus after virus at us. Not to mention the fact that the Klingons have basically just destroyed Earth, I want to point out. Like, yeah, it's still there, but they just launched the Genesis device at us. In universe, that must be a horrifying thing to have happened. Alright, a smaller fleet that looks like it's still pretty damaged in some places. And this is one of their movement admirals, so if we can take him out, that'll do a big blow to the Breen and their hopes of conquest against us. Dukat, fresh off his win of conquering the Dominion, one of the most existential threats to the entire galaxy. So hopefully he should know how to handle a couple of Breen ships, especially ones that already have a bit of damage to them. They may have more shields, but I don't think they're going to be able to really stand against a fully equipped fleet like this. Come on, come on, get him out, get him out, get him out. Alright, one ship off the board. Let's go after what I think is a smaller one over here. Yep, got him. He's going to be taken out pretty quick. There he goes. Alright, that leaves us with just a couple more Breen ships to take down. I think we're in a good position, though. Where are you? There you are, we're stalking you. Look at that just massive show of fire. You will not be in this galaxy for long, my friend. There you go. Alright, let's go ahead and mop up this system and continue Dukat's reign of terror against all who oppose the Cardassian Union. And with one extra movement spot, I can either take it to their next fleet or go up here. But I think Dukat needs to keep holding the line against whatever the Breen may have in mind. Turrel, I'm going to keep here. I think Dukat's fine off on his own, charging off, and I think Deep Space Nine is safe where it is. And Damar, well, poor Damar is just going to have to hope that nobody tries to attack him. But we're going to take some of the pressure off by hitting the Breen in their back lines. Clearly they were prepared to hit either Deep Space Nine or Earth, but after the Klingons devastated our Earth fleet, they were prepared to attack and wipe out Turrel. But he's no longer there. And Dukat's on their heels. Let's see what we can do with this.
Yes, they will be defeated.
Oh, and such a small fleet, too. This is just not fair to the Breen. They weren't prepared at all. We've at least tried to build up every fleet we've got. The Breen just clearly were not prepared for a flanking maneuver.
Yes.
Truly impressive. And there's the Breen homeworld. We could very easily take it out and just have the Romulans and the Klingons to deal with afterwards. So, wish Dukat had another movement, but since he doesn't, we're just gonna go ahead, build a little mining colony here, have it prepped up, and hope that the next movement commander they send out doesn't just suddenly come through our back lines and absolutely wreck us. Romulans we haven't seen once. I wonder if they're even still alive. There go the Breen. Yep, they're moving out. Oh. Well, lucky day for me.
An upgrade is available.
Ooh, and we finally get to make one of our first upgrades. Yes, space stations science stations can be used to either get the super weapons or upgrade these things. Now, what would be most important for us, I think, is to reduce the weapon charge for all weapons. We could make them stronger, but I think being able to fire more is a much more important thing to deal with right now than anything else. Now, we've got a couple options what we can do here. We can wipe out the Breen by going 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And I think Dukat has already done so much that that would be one of our best bets, because that clears so much of the board and allows someone like Turrel to come out of hiding and really push towards the Klingon Empire. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to see if Dukat can take on 2 fleets and wipe out yet another faction. Turrel has defeated the Federation, sure, but Dukat, Dominion, gone. The Breen on the verge of being destroyed. I've got some faith in him. Dukat, it is all up to you, and look, the Breen are just serving themselves up on a platter yet again with these small, inefficient fleets. What have they been doing all this time?
Strength is at 63%. Power conduits on deck 6 and 12 have blown.
Promotion gained.
And Dukat earning yet another promotion. Alright, we're in a pretty good position. We can truly just come through and smack them all down. Let's go ahead and just go ahead and take the homeworld out from under their noses. Oh, this is so sweet. Not a single fleet here, just a starbase and some turrets. Dukat is a madman, but he knows exactly how to go for the throat of his enemies. There is going to be nothing left of the Breen after today. There's their starbase, bravely opening fire as soon as they can to try and take us down. But it will be worth nothing in the end. Look at how easily their turrets fall to us. I mean, truly. You think your starbase will be any different? I think not. I think it's impressive that you've held out this long with how weak your fleets have been. Truly, that is the one thing I can give you. Persistence. But persistence means nothing in the way of progress. And we need not have whelps like you standing in the way of that progress, now shall we? And oh yes, Dukat is taking his time. Breaking them apart piece by piece. The Breen shall know terror this day, and as every single section of their shields fall and fail, they will know they had a chance to not do this. They could have surrendered, spared themselves the agony of defeat, and they chose not to. And Dukat will now make them pay for their insolence. Oh yes. Fire all you want. It is pathetic. Oh yes. Now angle the fleet. Make them think we're going away, but make them realize we're just turning around for the killing blow. Fire! All weapons! And that spells the end of the Marine's really entire existence. I don't think I would want a single one of these guys left around to even threaten or menace us afterwards. It's definitely the downfall of their homeworld. And there is Legate Dukat, supreme ruler of the Cardassian military.
We are
The day
victorious.
belongs to Dukat and Cardassia.
Yes, it does. And here we go, the end of the Breen, and there's the Romulans. There is a Romulan fleet over there, but that's really all I see.
Yes.
So we're gonna go ahead and move you out here so we can have a two-pronged attack, moving out to the Klingon Empire.
The Orion.
The Orions. I'm just gonna go ahead and simulate this and show you what that looks like. Yep. Just give you an instant result.
Less.
Let you see what happens. The Argus Array. Nobody has claimed it. That is completely free real estate. I wonder who's sitting there that the Klingons haven't been able to defeat, or basically just haven't cared about defeating. I wonder indeed. I'm gonna build up another science facility
Constructed.
and some just random turrets around here.
Constructed.
I don't really think we need to worry too much. Damar is holding fine at Earth, and the Breen will fall. And then there will be 3.
What can I do? As you wish.
And this is nothing. So I won't even bother going in. That's how little Dukat thinks of you. And that is the end of the Breen. We didn't even bother going in ourselves.
Promotion gained.
And Dukat is now the highest ranking member of the Cardassian military.
Confederacy is no more.
Dukat is on a roll here. I think the Romulans are in his sights now.
Destroy them all.
See what the Klingons are gonna do. Klingons are coming back towards us.
For the Empire.
The Romulans gonna try and sneak in. Oh, the Romulans are not dead yet, not by a long shot it looks
Special
like.
weapon is ready for construction.
And the special weapon has finally
Upgrade
come
is
around,
available.
and we have another upgrade available as well. So, I think out of all of this, I think the recharge rate is still the best
Weapon
bet. I think we
recharge
just need
rate
to keep
upgraded.
upgrading that. So, before I move any of our fleets, we can look at what the special weapons we have are. We have our own Genesis device. We have a virus emitter, which now we can finally see what it does. Their XP reduced to 0, which basically means nothing. And then we have a pulse device. Freezes the targeted system for 1 turn. Any fleet in the targeted system may not move, and system owner may not build or view inside the system. Do I think I'm going to use any of those? Not right now, really. The only threat I have is the Klingon Empire. So I'll probably freeze that one, just that one ship, because we do have this bulging big hole in our lines. So I'll freeze him, but that's about all I'm going to do. I really don't invest much time in our special weapons at all. They really only come in hand in niche circumstances.
Priming special weapon.
A system has been frozen by a pulse wave.
Yep, and that'll hold them off long enough while we go ahead and make our move into Romulan territory. Once again, it is Dukat with now 6 moves. 6 moves.
Yes.
I don't think it's going to end well for the Romulan Empire, honestly. I
What
really
can I
don't.
do? They will be defeated.
Alright, the Romulans do have some good defenses here. They've got some good defenses built up, some of their strongest ships. But even with our fleet slightly damaged, I think we can take this down without much worry.
Divert all power to shields.
See, our first encounter with the Romulans begins today. Ooh, and they just flew up right towards us. They are not ready for war with us, apparently. They just decided their best bet was to fly straight into us. It's a car crash right now, and it's turning out very badly for the Romulans. Their entire fleet is now going to be destroyed in a matter of seconds. That guy was just in so much shock he couldn't even move. Well, there is what the Romulans are like. Just completely worthless, at least that fleet was. I've never seen a Romulan fleet do that before. Just come up and try and hit us head on. A real big mistake on their part.
Enemy turret destroyed. Enemy turret destroyed. Enemy turret destroyed.
And with their fleet being dispatched so easily, now we can see what their starbase will be like against us. But I really don't think it's going to be a whole lot. No, we've already destroyed it. There is the Romulans for you. Not a very strong military. Better at holding off and holding their own systems while everybody else destroys each other. But it doesn't look like they've even really been given a chance to do that. I guess they've been spending too much time fighting the Klingons, maybe even the Breen, because they have just been woefully underprepared for this stage of the game.
Enemy turret.
Well, there they go. I don't think Dukat is going to have much issue at all sweeping through these systems. And again, more Romulan territory. Let's see if it's worth anything. There's even less ships throughout here. So I'll be interested to see if they're able to do anything more than their counterparts, and it doesn't look like it. It really doesn't look like the Romulans were prepared to handle head-on assaults at all. I mean, they just seem so... I think they're so startled at the fact that Dukat is just pulling through, because there goes another fleet without a single bit of issue from us. I mean, let's just go ahead and launch everything we've got at their starbase. I really don't see like it's going to be any more difficult than the last one was. Yep, and there it goes. Boom, another one down. Another system down, another fleet down. The Romulans, if the Klingons haven't already taken them out, are going to be in very dire straits in just another second. Ooh, Romulus is right there, so I can 1, 2, 3, or I can 1, 2, and then dip back because they are frozen. So that may be our better bet. Again, the Klingons have other fleets around here, though. So I'm gonna go ahead and bank on the fact that the Klingons have a fleet over there that I can't currently see. And we'll see what happens. In fact, in order to do that, I think the Argus array reveals all spaces on the board.
Mining colony.
So we'll go ahead and move Turrel
What can I do?
in.
They will be defeated.
Xindi, the Xindi are holding us, and it looks like they have held it exceptionally well. With those odds, do I really want to risk an instant? I think it's worth risking an instant. Yep, because we won anyways.
We are victorious.
Fog of War has been lifted. All right, so we can actually now see what our next move should be. So the Klingons only have 2 fleets, but they have a large section of the board, which means they're probably bringing in enough money to spring a 3rd fleet on us whenever they want. So I think that should be our main objective, is pushing Turrel in as fast and far as we can to their homeworld. Meanwhile, I mean, they're frozen. They're not going to be able to move. I think it would be a wise investment to go ahead and take Romulus out while we have a chance. But before that, Damar is going to make his first move. His first real attacking move, and move into Klingon territory. Of course, without any ships here, it would be a real shame if he ended up dying, and he didn't. Lost a majority of his fleet, but
we are victorious.
Promotion gained.
he still survived, and I guess that's worthy of promotion. I don't know if I would have given him that for losing that many ships, but you know what? Things work differently for different people.
Advanced starbase constructed.
I'm gonna go ahead and give him just a couple of smaller ships just to replace the ones he had lost.
Cruiser constructed.
And then we can have him take more advantage later. But yeah, I think Dukat's best bet is just to fly
it
through.
Shall be done.
takes 0
Did you
damage in the
expect any
process.
less?
As you wish.
Now he'll move on to Romulus itself. Now we could instant this because the Romulans don't have any fleets, and it looks like the reason for that is they've probably been fighting off the Klingons this entire time, given how damaged this starbase is and the fact that it doesn't have all of its turrets and defenses. But we're gonna savor this moment. We're gonna savor the moments of the Romulans being wiped out by Dukat. This must be terrifying for the Romulan people. They have no defenses, no aid,
Divert all power to weapons.
nothing whatsoever to protect them now. And a Cardassian war fleet has just entered their skies. It's been such a short period of time for them since we encountered them to the moment we got to their homeworld. The Romulans clearly didn't even have time to react, to prepare, and we're not going to give it to them. It will really just come down to us and the Klingons, and then that'll be it. Oh! Of course, it is the biggest, but that's no reason why we can't take our time. That's no reason why we can't take our time and just slowly pick them apart. Whatever damage we incur here is negligible.
Enemy turrets. We have
Just slowly pick them apart. It's worthless, it's sad, but this is the end of the Romulans right here. Just a real nothing contest from them. But here we go. The end of the Romulans starts now.
Thrusters insufficient to clear the combat zone.
And there they go. Whatever they could have been, they are no longer. We've taken control of Romulus. And it's all thanks to Dukat, smartest man in the Cardassian military, clearly.
We are victorious.
But that's going to do it today for me, guys. If you enjoyed this, please be sure to leave a like. If you enjoyed listening to the sound of my voice, or you just want to see the other stuff I'm doing on the channel, drop a sub. It really helps out. That's going to do it today, guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.